Hey everyone, this is Dino, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Odesk to hire a virtual assistant. Now if you haven't used Odesk before, it's really a cool resource. It's one that I use all the time and I think you're going to love it. So I have affiliate links for Odesk in the ebook. There might be one below this video and there are some in the bonus material. But if you can't find those, you can also come up here to the search bar and just type in www.resclick.com/Odesk. Odesk is a great resource and it'll help you save a whole lot of time and money. So even if you don't use it for anything I teach, though you should, it's still something you can use in many areas of your business. This video will be broken down into 3 areas. First, I'm going to give you a brief description of Odesk and kind of an overview. Secondly, I'm going to show you how to find workers, find contractors for some of the jobs that you need, and then how to choose the best contractors. Weed out the ones that are no good and find the best that are right for your project. So, what is Odesk? Odesk is a website where you can choose from thousands of online workers and helpers to assist you with tasks that you either can't do yourself or you don't have time to do yourself. For any work that can be done on the computer or can be done virtually, there are thousands of contractors on Odesk ready to help. Now, there are other websites out there that you can hire virtual assistants, but I like Odesk because you can see work being done as your contractor is doing it, and you can check it before making payment. And by the way, Odesk is great at handling disputes. So if you hired somebody to make some tweaks on your website, for example, and they didn't follow instructions or he felt that they didn't complete the job as instructed, then you can ask Odesk to step in before payment is made and they'll help you sort it all out. Now, they're based out of Los Angeles, California, but you can hire workers from anywhere in the world. I've hired dozens of contractors from many countries, including the US. I've hired contractors to help me design websites, hired some to fix issues with my computer, and I've hired some to do simple data entry. Some of them were good. In fact, most of them were good. A couple were bad, but the ones that I hire now are really good because I've learned over the years how to sift through the bad contractors out there and find the ones that are just perfect for my job. And I'm going to show you how to do the same thing. Now, from the page that we're on, you can see there are many different buttons here or places, links you can go to, but just come up here and click on the sign up button because you're going to have to set up a new account and they're going to be brought to this page. The orange icon is for contractors. These are for people who have certain skill sets that want to offer those skills to people like you who will hire them. So they're going to be submitting their resumes and all their qualifications. You're the blue icon. You're going to be looking for contractors, looking for people to help you with your website or help you to set up your Yelp page or to do tweaks on your computer or whatever. So come over here to the blue icon and click the green sign up button. And then you're going to be brought to this page. You're going to have 2 options to set up a new account. One is setting up with your already existing Facebook account, if you have a Facebook account. This will allow you to use your email and password from Facebook to log into Odesk. I don't do that. I set up a separate account for every platform that I belong to. I don't use Facebook for everything. I just feel it's safer to keep them separate. I'm sure you're fine doing it either way, but I just choose to set up a brand new account. So go ahead and set up a new account. Pause this video and then fill in all the fields here. It's really an easy setup process. Odesk makes it really easy for you. And then they're going to send you an email once you complete all this. And in that email is going to be a link that you need to click on to verify your account. So go ahead and go through the setup process, pause the video, and then we'll start back up again once you get signed up and are logged into your homepage. So go ahead and pause the video. All right, I hope that wasn't too difficult. If you were successful, you will be on a page similar to this. If not, just go up to recruit, and then that'll take you to this page. And yours will be a little bit different. You won't have any open jobs. Yours will be blank. With any new resource, you need to just kind of play around with it a little bit, click on all the links, go through the navigation bar, and get an understanding of what everything is. It's all pretty self-explanatory up here. You can manage, you know what, I will go into manage my team. Here, once you've hired somebody, you'll have a list of all the people that are currently working for you. And that way you'll be able to go in and look at the work they're being done. When I mentioned that a little bit earlier, you'll be able to see screenshots of the work that they're doing on their computer. And you'll also be able to see the hours that they've worked and so forth. So this is a pretty good area to go into. Reports, I don't go into that too much, but you can get reports. And then also messages. You can communicate back and forth with your workers through there, just like you can in most other platforms. And you can also get their email address and just communicate with them that way. But I want to spend most of my time in Recruit. If you had job postings out there, they would all be listed here. I've got one for a backlinks manager, and currently there are 153 applicants for that. Maybe I wasn't quite specific enough. Really want to spend time on is how to find contractors. Now there's two ways to do it. One, you can go into post a job, or you can find contractors. Let's take a look at find contractors for a moment, just because if you wanted to find somebody to design a website for you, you can just come in here and type in the word web designer, or better yet, and then it'll auto-populate, and just do a search, and a whole bunch of web designers will come up. Or you can come down here and maybe click on web design, or maybe you need somebody for translation or technical writing, phone support, all these different types of work that people can do for you. I mean, really look through this stuff, and it might give you some ideas of the types of workers that you can hire here. But say you're looking for somebody to help you with web design, and you'll be brought to this page here. And as you can see, we've got a whole long list of different people who qualify, different workers who qualify for, 155,000 qualify for web design. So we're going to want to narrow that down a little bit. All right, so there's different ways you can do it. Say you only want to work with people who've got really good ratings between 4 and 5 stars. You don't want to work with anybody less, because you just want good people. So that'll narrow it down from 155 down to 34,000. So we came down quite a bit, but still way too high. So we're going to narrow it down even further. Say we want people from $5 an hour to, we'll come down here, say 15. So we want workers who charge between $5 and $15 an hour. And then we're brought down to 16,000 workers, but that's still way too high. We don't want to sift through that many. So you can come in here, open up this plus box, and really you can find people just from certain areas in the world, independent or agency, if they work for an agency through Odesk, or if you want to find somebody who just works by themselves, you can narrow it that way. Maybe you want somebody who scored within the top 30% in English. It's going to narrow it even more. Maybe you go top 10%. And you can see, look at, we're really narrowing it down. So there's different ways you can sort this and really narrow it down to maybe a good handful, 30, 40 different applicants that qualify for the work that you're looking for. I don't use this a whole lot because I don't really like to go out there and search for people. I like them looking for me, because I know they're hungry and they're eager. So I come into post a job, and I post my job here. And this is pretty straightforward, okay? So in this scenario, we're going to look for, say, somebody to do social media management for us. And where would that be under the heading? Web designs, sales and marketing. Let's try that. Social media marketing right here. So I'm going to put my job title as social media manager. And then I'm going to post a real detailed description. All right, now I already wrote this out, so I'll go through this really quick. I'm looking for someone to handle all the social media for my company. You must have excellent English communication skills, because you're going to be representing my company. So we want somebody who can speak English for this job, because you will be helping us to reach out to customers via social media. You must have experience in social media management. We're looking for people who have experience. Okay, so I always put that in my descriptions. The platforms we are mostly concerned with are Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest, you will need to make posts on our behalf to respond to posts from customers and to respond to posts from customers. You should have some knowledge of the plumbing and HVAC industry. That's very important. Make sure you put that in there if that's your type of job, or if you're a lawyer, you want to make sure you put that in there. You will need to provide a weekly report of your work as well as suggestions for better social media communication on behalf of our company. Please provide samples of previous work. We always want them to provide samples. We want to see the work that they've done in the past and maybe verify it. Be prepared to explain how your services will help us gain better visibility through social media. See, what I'm doing here is I'm asking them to be a little more proactive when they respond. I'm giving them how they need to respond. The last paragraph, you'll notice I put this. Finally, please note that all auto responses to this job posting will be ignored. Please reply with the word HVAC at the top of your response. You can use any word, but I'm asking them to specifically respond with a word when they reply to this job. When they apply to this, I want the word HVAC up there. Why? Because that way I know that they read the description. I want only people who are serious, who have read my job description. Otherwise, you're going to get a whole bunch of people who just post job applications, just apply for everything without reading any of it. Okay, I don't want those people. All right, skills needed. Since this is social media marketing. So I've given 3 skills that I need. People who are good in Facebook, Google+, and social media marketing. Pay, we want to pay hourly. I prefer hourly because that way I can verify with their work diary. Duration. This is going to be, social media manager is going to be, we're going to do a trial period. So I'm going to say 1 to 3 months. Estimated work, probably less than 10 hours a week. Contractor type, no preference. I'll take either agency or independent. Anyone can see this job. You always want to choose that. And then if you have any additional information you want to provide in a file, you can always just choose the file and upload a file. Maybe it's a description of your company or something like that. And then come down here and just all you have to do is post a job. And you can see now I have 2 jobs showing in my job postings. Okay, and you get this verification up here. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to wait for this job to sort of sit out there for a while, wait for applicants, and then hopefully I'll come back in a couple hours. Usually it takes, I would give it at least a day, but I'll probably come back in a couple hours, and then we'll go through some of the different applicants, and I'll show you how to choose the best ones. Actually, that only took a few minutes. We've got 19 applicants so far. So here's what you do. You come in here, click on the applicants, and here are your list of all the people who are applying to the job that you just posted. So we just posted a job for a social media manager. I'm going to go through these and find the one that I think is best qualified. Now, the first thing I want to look for is their rating. How many stars do they have? If they've got less than 4 stars, I'm not even going to consider them. Here's somebody with no feedback. To me, that's just, I need somebody with experience if they're going to be doing this job. So what I'm going to do with the people who I don't want to consider, I'm just going to X them out. Gone. Arif, you're gone. Who else? No feedback given. Gone. Let's see, what else are we going to look at here? Now, we asked them to reply with the word HVAC at the top, right? Here's one with HVAC. This person, HVAC, HVAC, HVAC. Here's somebody who looks like they didn't. I am Jose, and I have read your job posting here at Odesk, so why didn't you put the word HVAC if you read it? See, this is an auto post. This person didn't even read the job. Does that make it automatically bad? No. But in this case, I want somebody who's read my job application. So this is narrowing down my search quite a bit. No HVAC there. Faisal, you didn't read it. Didn't read it. Didn't read it. and didn't read it. Okay, so everybody else responded with HVAC in their heading. Not only, 5 stars is good, but if they've got 5 stars because they've only worked on 2 different jobs, that doesn't tell me a whole lot. See, these people have 100 plus hours, 100 plus hours. They all 1,000 plus hours on Odesk. So this person, a little more expensive, it looks like. View full application, and you can scroll down here and see the different jobs that they've worked on. This contractor has made this comment private. Okay, and you can see some of the comments that other people like you have made about these workers. Thank you for your work. Did a decent job but moving in a different direction, might hire him later. This job was just it was a few months ago. Abe is a great worker and someone who works perfect on his own. I will hire him again soon. Our job has just been paused and we will start it again shortly. So these people look like they're pretty happy with this guy, except for this one, but they won't tell us anything more. I like to find out what bad things have been said about workers. Abe is one of the best workers. Okay, so this guy's got all good ratings. Okay, and then I'll come up here and I'll see some of the work that he's done in the past. Okay, and I'll read through this a little more carefully. But for now, what I want to do is I want to go back to Social Media Manager, off the list, and I'm going to shortlist this guy. Wait a minute, which guy was it? Remember who you chose. It was Abe. Okay, I'm going to shortlist Abe. Although he looks quite a bit expensive, but he might be good enough. I mean, I might be willing to pay that on. $778 is not bad, considering how much you'd have to pay somebody in the U.S. for that job. But you got some pretty incredible prices here. But $1.11. Oh, this person, yeah, they didn't. Maybe you can charge a little bit more if you read the job description. You too, HVAC. Okay, this guy's $2 an hour, over 100 hours experience. So we're going to check him out. And I'll read through this. I'll read through some of this other stuff. But really first place I go is to try to find some of the feedback from other employers. And it looks like it's all been good. 18 hours, 6 hours, 21 hours, and 94 hours. This job is still in progress. So he doesn't have a whole lot of experience with different companies. He's got a lot of experience with one and a little bit with others. So yeah, I don't know about this guy. I don't know that I'm going to shortlist. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. Zuman. Let's see. Okay, this guy. So I just go through each one of these and I read through their job application. So the first thing I do is, just to kind of recap, first thing I do is I make sure that they respond with the word that I had them respond with. In this case, it was HVAC. Then I look at the rating that they have, make sure they have ratings. Then I want to look at the hours right here. How many hours? I want to make sure that it's not 10 hours that they've had work. They got 5-star from one company because they worked 10 hours from them. I want to make sure that's not the case. Okay, so I want them to have some experience. I don't care about country, and I care somewhat about rate. If they had $778 is not bad for me, but if they were charging $20 an hour, I would X them out as well. Okay, that's how you narrow it down, and then you just go through each one. And then you can send them a message if you want to ask them some more questions, if you want to interview them further, right? And you can also, you can hire them. You find somebody you like, you hire them. You're going to have to put in your password again, okay? Let me cancel out of that. So now there's a lot more to this platform. There's a whole lot more to it. But like I said earlier, play around with it, get to know it. That's the best way to really look at this stuff. And if you have any questions, just go to their support. They should have a support desk. somewhere down here, about us, feedback, help and support. Just go to the support desk and ask for help. So there you go. Good luck with it, and be sure to use this platform, because Odesk has saved me a ton of money and a ton of time, and I'm sure you'll have a great experience with it. So there you go.